Godfather Fatherless because he is probably the oldest rep here. Well, the oldest leader, I should say. Him and his wife has hit top pinnacles in our company. He's $1 million earner with our company. He comes from a small country called Cameroon, Africa. You guys know? Maybe it's a big country, I don't know. But nevertheless, he's my brother, and every time I see him, he always has a smile on his face. I love him and his wife dearly. Let's give it up for our double platinum senior vice president, Mr. Ian Chebe.
How you all doing? Can you all stand up? Stand up for me. Can we put our hands together for all the presenters who came before me? You can take your seats. Can we all agree that this was very much worth your money and your time?
Yes.
How many of you want to make 2020 better than the previous years? Yes. So I'm happy to hear that. And you can call me Mr. PBR. That's my last name. So I've been here for a little over 14 years, Stella and I. And honestly, let me see by a show of hands again, show of hands, who is attending the boot camp for the very first time. Give them a big round of applause. Your lives will forever be changed if you implement some of the things that you're going to learn coming from this boot camp. Especially this topic that I'm actually going to jump. And I'm a firm believer that major decisions are taken at major events. And this is a major event. I don't know what you'll be deciding at the end of this event, but I made that decision 3 months when I was into the business to make this my financial freedom path. And it's been crystal clear. So, and my first 90 days in the business, I did not do a what? PBR. I did not host the PBR. I promise you, your business will not take off if you decide not to be doing PBRs. I don't care how much Instagram you do, Facebook, legacy app, all those things will only complement. Nothing comes to a PBR. By the time I go through these slides, if you do not start doing PBRs, you probably just here just to have fun with us, which is okay. And you can hang out with us and really just have fun. But if you're here to make the type of money some of the top leaders are making, you should embark on this. This probably be one of the most important trainings that you get for this weekend, if only you implement it. Don't get me wrong, all the trainings will be phenomenal. Did Lisa do an incredible job? Yes. Yeah. We all need each other. We need each other. So after 90 days of not doing a PBR, and I started doing PBRs, 7 months after that, boom, SVP. So it works. It works. My upline was after me, hey Ian, let's get in these PBRs, let's get in these PBRs. Man, and it took me all those 90 days to fly out to Las Vegas to realize that the guy who never went to college was, every week he was making over $35,000. So for all the shots, that will make it for you. And that was 13 years ago. 35K every single week, average that in a month, the guy was making way more than I was making in an entire year as a university professor. Shame. Yeah. You can laugh, but that's the honest truth. And when I left that place, I said, hey, you know what? I told my wife, just because I went to school for 22 years and amassed all these degrees, called these pieces of papers called degrees, I cannot be loyal to these pieces of papers if they are not paying me how much I'm worth. That was just me. And so when we came back, we went out full force. Mr. Vincent was right. Times we did 11 PBRs in a day. We were all over the place. So if you want, take notes as we go through these slides. So private business reception, that's a PBR. I was so very happy when our Diamond actually reached out that I should train on this topic. So that's what it stands for. A PBR is simply a private business reception. What is a PBR? A private business reception is simply a presentation in your what? Home. In your home or other private environment. This is the grand opening of your CBD or 5 links business. How many of you have ever seen the launch of a Walmart in your neighborhood? You put all the balloons and all those things. Every business has a grand opening. And if you believe you are in the business, you should have what? A grand opening. If you don't have a grand opening, you don't run a business. Yeah. Then you are actually an undercover agent. Yeah. And if you are an undercover agent in this industry, you don't make money. Seriously. So can we keep it real? Yes. So why host a PBR? It is the most effective way to launch your business and get promoted quickly. How many of you want to get promoted to senior vice president? Yes. Well, it took me 7 months to get there after I started doing what? PBRs. So it works. So it is the fastest way of you becoming successful in your business. Most importantly, as we will wrap up this presentation, you'll see where how this plays out. To do what? Leverage is one of the most powerful ones. You cannot do it by yourself. To leverage your time presenting your CBD finance business to what? Multiple contacts at one time. Here's the honest truth. You can be very good at doing one-on-ones. One-on-ones or one-on-twos is sitting down with somebody at the Starbucks and presenting the information. Do you know that it will take you 45 to an hour to do an effective job to present that information to your prospect? It's 45 minutes to what? An hour. To how many people? One. Do you know that if all of you seated here, you were all guests invited by somebody, it will still take me the exact same 45 minutes to an hour to present the exact same information? So which one do you rather prefer? Talking to one person in an hour or 150 people in the same 1 hour? That's why we do PBRs. That's why we do PBRs. So, and you see again how this plays out. When should you do one? Boy, don't wait until your 30th day to launch a PBR. It says here, host your first PBR when? Within what? Of you getting what? Not after you hit ND or ET. If you do that good, within your first 3 to 5 days, that's still very good. And Mr. Vincent and Chebe nailed it. It's just like we compared notes. Do at least how many? 4. Within your first 30 days in business for what? For best results. Because here's the thing. You have a list of 200 people. Not all 200 will come out day one. You invite 30 people, maybe 5 will show up or 6. It's actually a lot of large numbers working here. Where should you host your PBR? We answered this. It's very important to have the PBR where you currently live. I've seen people say, oh, Ian, I don't have chairs in my house. That's the more reason why you should do a PBR. If you don't have chairs, you can do a PBR so that you can make some money to buy a big house and buy chairs. So just why you currently live is the best place to do host your PBR. And understand that most of the people you know would rather come to your house than to what? or somebody else's house. That's just the honest truth. When you have your birthday, you go do it at your friend's house. Where do you host your birthday? At your home. Just do your PBR there. But you could try other locations, private locations. People are asking, Ian, how many PBRs should I host? This, you might want to take a screenshot of this. If you have not done multiple PBRs with hardly no one showing up, you simply have not done enough of them. Seriously. Exhausting. And when we say PBRs, we're not talking about you explaining the information to them over the phone. They have to sit down and watch the information. Whether or not the join is so irrelevant. That's why people get caught up. At the end with 3 results, people will say no, they might try your product and some will join, and the third one is that they can give you what? Referrals. Referrals, that's where most people are not asking for referrals, and that's where you can make a lot of money. If you ask for referrals. They might not be interested in your business, but they might know somebody who has always been wanting to run a home-based business. So how do you do this? The how is very, very simple. You make a list of at least how many names? 200. At least how many? 200. And when we talk about the list, I know technology is taking over. We are not talking about the names in your contact portion of your phone. No. You need a binder. If you don't write down the names on a journal, then it's not a list. It is only a list when you ink it down. Sit down, pull up the names, write them, and you actually write their numbers. I promise you, if you, depending on your contact list, some of the names are embedded in there, you will never even get to those names. But if you sit down, take an hour to just pull up the list, print it out, and write it out, it's going to help you big time. And then we say, use the memory jogger in your, who talked about this document? Mr. Vincent and Cuban. Can we put our hands together for Mr. Larry? Yeah. People want to succeed in this business, but they don't want to learn. Seriously. They want to earn, but they don't want to learn. You have to learn this business. This document, Building for Profitability, in your admire.finance.com, I'm telling you, it lays out everything. Very simple document that we put together. One of the things you don't want to do when you're making a list is to do what? Don't prejudge. Those you think will do this business will what? And those you think won't will. That's just how the business works. So write down everybody's name, even if you don't like them. Just put down their name. Prejudging can actually slow your business. But I remember when Stella and I got started, when she got to this country from Africa, studied at Grambling State University, there was this pediatrician, Dr. Stella Kwandeko, who equally was from Cameroon, and she owned her own practice. She was like the big dog. We came to Cameroonians in that area. So every weekend, my wife and some other ladies would go over, clean her office, and then she would tip them $50 and stuff like that. When we got started in this business, we were told to actually make a list and make sure that we put everybody. We should not prejudge. Guess what? Stella kept saying, oh, Dr. Stella, she's already a very successful pediatrician. She might not do this business. 2 months after we got started in finance, one evening we had a call from her. So excited. Stella, what are you guys doing? Very, very excited. Guess what news she had for us? She was trying to see if we're open to joining a home-based business. And guess what that home-based business was? It was finance. She came in, went to SVP in 3 months. Yeah. So don't prejudge. And I love this. I stole this from my namesake, Mr. Ket, the Diamond Senior Vice President, Mr. Ket Anderson. He said, a large list makes it impossible to fail. A small list makes it impossible to what? Succeed. So at least 200 names is actually a good starting point. And how many of you have actually listened to this quick start video that Diamond Senior Vice Presidents Tishina and Ket Anderson put together? Yeah. How many of you have listened to it? Right. Boy, If you want to be serious with your business, everybody, you should listen to it, and everybody getting started in your business should be listening to that. They will just actually know exactly what to do. And I say here, and this is Chebe saying it, a network marketer without a list is like a musician without an instrument. If you don't have a list, you don't even have a business. Forget about it. Yeah. Forget about it. And so this is a sample invitation. Again, there are multiple invitations out there. This is just one example. Sample invitation script. And don't sound scripted, please. You can take a picture of this, but there are many other samples out there. I just wanted to, this is the one this one blew my business off, seriously. About 8 years ago, this blew our business up. Always find out, this is what you want to do when you want to invite somebody out to a PBR. Always find out their what? Their availability before inviting someone out to a PBR. It's so critical. Are people busy or what? People are busy. You want to find out their availability. And so it's very, very simple. Hey, Ian, what are you doing Sunday after 4 p.m.? And then you wait for their response. Wait for them to respond. If they say, hey, most of them will say, hey, I don't have anything going on Sunday 4 p.m., that is when you actually invite them. Hey, listen, Ian, the reason I called you is because I would love for you to join me for a very special get-together. People love to belong to a what? To a special group. A special get-together at my home this Sunday, January, whatever the day is, from 4:30 p.m. I have some very exciting things happening in my life now that I would love to share with my special friends and family. Those are your special friends, so they fall in that category. So you make them feel very, very special. Again, this is just one of many, many examples. And the invitation, I said again, we talked about this, make a list of all your local warm market contacts. A local meeting, therefore, that if they live an hour away from you, then that's a good person to invite to your PBR. If they live 2, 3, 4 hours, you might want to leverage some other leader in that market to help you out do their PBR. And so again, it's all of them. Make a list of all your local warm market contacts. Warm market here, for those of you who are new, warm market is just people that you really know already. Cold market is people you don't know. And you pick a date, set it in stone. This is very critical. I've seen people set up PBRs and a day or two to the PBR, they said, oh, Ian, I'm sorry because of the snow, blah, blah, blah. We cannot do the PBR. Never, ever cancel a PBR. You set it in tone, it's unchangeable. Once you communicate that date to your upline, it's unchangeable. Except we have severe snow or whatever, but never ever change, even if nobody shows up, because this usually happens after somebody's doing the confirmation calls, and then they have nobody, they think somebody's not going to show up. Never ever cancel, even if you think somebody's not going to show up. Decide on your invitations. Decide on your invitation script. I already just said that. I just gave you one example. There are many of them. But please don't sound what? Don't sound scripted. Your friends will not find it funny for you to sound like this big CEO, people you've been hanging out with, and you say, yo, hey, Bob, Mike, and then you come across so scripted, so you don't want to sound scripted. This is so key, this one right here. Invite 4 times the number of people you want to attend. So if you want 10 people to attend, how many people should be invited? 40. It's the law of large numbers. If you want 50 people to attend, invite at least 200 people. That's just how it works. Invite with what? Excitement is a world principle. We have normal ways that we normally sound. When your friends and your family members see you taking one tone up, man, they're trying to find out what it is you've drank that's making you this excited. Seriously. So, but again, it's just your opportunity. Excitement, urgency. And my mentor taught me something several years ago that just changed my life. When I got started, I was this guy, thought I was an introvert and all that stuff. And my mentor kept asking, Ian, you got to smile. You got to be excited when you go out talking to people. And he taught me a trick that I'm actually going to teach each and every one of you free of charge. He said, Ian, if you go out there, even if you are not excited, all you have to do is pull your teeth together and open your mouth like this. He said, people will think you are excited even if you are not excited. Just pull your teeth together and open your mouth. And it worked. So you got to do that with some urgency. As I said, be one tone level above your normal tone and preferably stand up while inviting. That's it. While inviting, please, your energy never goes up when you stand up. Do you know that? Yeah. So if you sit down, it's totally different. Let them know you appreciate that you can count on them to be there. Don't take their being there for granted. It's very important. If your prospect asks questions, which most of them will, so if you're inviting them, they're like, hey, so what's going on? Please never ever explain. Politely tell them you will be doing them a disservice to provide partial information over the phone. Insist they do what? They come. And then if you can confirm your invites with three-way calls, confirmation three-way calls from your upline, that actually helps to increase as well the number of people who will be attending your event. Ask guests to bring something. If they are very, very close to you, hey, feel free to ask them to grab some back of ice, some chips. That makes them feel really special that they are close to you. So these are little tips that actually work. The setup, this is critical. The setup. I go to PBR in people's homes, they put out 50 chairs, they change the whole setting of their home. Please, this is very important. Can we read this one together? Don't read your furniture. Keep your normal setup. Never ever change the setting in your home. That's not the intention of PBR. If more people come than you can sit, bring in chairs from other rooms. That's the only time you bring in extra chairs. But don't change the setup. This is very, very critical. It's taught within the African community. Please don't cook. Serve simple snacks, chips, dips, cookies, and soda and water. Don't make a meal. You don't need to make a meal. And if you're spending more than $20 to run the PBR, you spend too much. Honestly. $20, more than $20 for water. I just say, provide them water. Don't spend more than $20 for a PBR. So don't be scared to do one that is going to be expensive. And you serve the snacks and after the presentation, don't allow them eat your food and drink their drinks and walk out without even seeing the information. They deserve your food, they have to sit through the presentation. Yeah, that's very important. Please, our kids are very, very cute. What we want to do is please no children, they are too cute and will definitely distract guests during the presentation. What I do at my home, thank God my daughter loves having kids with her. So we have a separate room that she'll actually sit there with all the kids. The exact same thing goes with pets. So keep pets outside or in another room. They should not be in the same presentation room. And then turn off your what? Man, it's annoying when the presenter is just about to talk about the money and the phones are going off. So turn off your phone and politely ask your guests to do the exact same thing. And then you have to have copies of the registration forms and uncapped. It's right here. So you have uncapped pens on what? On clipboards. So that they cannot fold. Have you ever given a registration form to somebody and they folded it and they put it in their pocket? They cannot fold it if it's on the clipboard. Yeah. And the pen has to be what? On cap. They don't even feel comfortable to uncap it. So uncap it for them, so all they have to do is what? Write. They just have to write. So they set up neatly displayed products and brochures. This is going on now, especially with our amazing CBD line. And then you have to download Oxygen CBD presentation slides from the website. It's very, very simple. Back in the days, technology was not where it is today. Now you simply have to connect your laptop, you put your tablet or your cell phone to your TV via what? HDMI cable. Please don't be afraid of technology. Just like Lisa did with the Kodak's story. If you will be left behind, it's so basic. Don't be intimidated by it. Kodak, what she did not say was that Kodak, when that happened, they lost 170,000 people went on the streets without jobs. Just because they refused to adapt. 170,000 employees lost their jobs. So please don't be afraid of technology. Print the oxygen price. This is key. You don't want somebody, you display your products and they're asking you how much does this cost. And you don't even know how much it costs. All that information is right there on the website. So if you print the oxygen pricing options sheet, it has everything on there. And then you also want to print a copy of what? The certificate of analysis. For those urchins who want to ask questions, is this legit and all that stuff, have your documentation right there. So the host, whoever is hosting the PBR, will take how many minutes? 2. Not 10. Not 15. So all you want to say is, I want to thank you for coming out. This is just an example. You don't need to memorize this. I want to thank you for coming to our home to learn what is new for us. We are very excited about our new CBD presentation. Briefly share the reason why you started a new business. Example, you know how I've been complaining about my back pain after surgery 2 years ago? Well, I found a product that helped me with that, and I'm so excited to help others get paid doing it. I'm sorry about that. And then, you ask everybody to do what? Hold your questions to the end of the presentation. You don't want any interruptions. And again, you have to, if there is an expert, there are times that there is no expert in the room, you simply have to play the DVD. So, but if there is one, this is an example. I would like to introduce you to Chebe. This is just an example. That's depending on who is presenting. So I would like to introduce you to Ian, to just say Ian, who is helping to lead the national expansion of this powerhouse company. He or she knows all the facts, has earned a lot of income, and is having a lot of fun doing it. You know why this is here? Lisa just did that training. Incorporates all the 4 personality types. So if there are sharks, urchins, whales, dolphins, they will relate. But if you just simply say, hey, Ian is making a lot of money. And there are people there who are more interested about helping people than making money, you just turn them off. It has to incorporate all 4. What I like the most is that Ian really loves to help people, which is why he or she is here today to help me. That is key for your guests to know that they are actually going to get what? Some help. So, Mr. Ian, I'll turn it over to you and you sit down. When you sit down, please, I'll say zip it up. Yeah. People have introduced the room, the speaker takes over, and they start interrupting. Please don't do that. This is why we say only the expert or guest speaker delivers the what? Only the guest speaker. No interruption. No interruption when the expert is speaking. Even if they leave out something that you expected them to say. I've been at PBRs and people are raising their hands and say, hey, Ian, you forgot mentioning about the links to funds. If you knew doing that, why would you invite Ian to come out? Just go ahead and do it. If you're not going to forget. So honestly, we see that happening a lot in the marketplace. And if there is no guest speaker, please don't be intimidated. How many of you have signed up people by simply playing the presentation video? Turn around and look, a couple of people. So you have, if there is no guest speaker, play the video from your legacy app. It's right there, professionally done, and watch intensely with your guests. Just sit there and pretend as if somebody is presenting the information. After the video, if any guests, not partners, I've seen this is key, partners. So after a PBR is so annoying that you have partners who are sitting there asking questions that you can discuss outside of that meeting, while the guests are sitting right there. Yeah. So if they have questions, call up your upline over the phone, and they will be able to actually help address those questions to your guests. This is in the situation where there is actually no guest speaker. So this is the close. Pass out the registration forms on a what again? This is important. You might minimize it. A clipboard is only $1 from a dollar store, but nobody is going to fold a clipboard and put it in their pocket. Yeah, this is so key. Have your legacy app ready for those who want to immediately enroll online. Posture, this is key. Confidence, get them writing. Yeah. If you tell them, hey, listen, Mike, just get started whenever you feel like. That is the wrong posture. Say, hey, bro, let's get you started right away. That's your posture and your confidence. And you know Ian is right here. He's committed to helping us grow this business. And only focus on the what? The people who are excited. Only focus on those. Direct the negative ones to where the food and the drinks are displayed. Yeah. You are laughing, but that is true. Yeah. Because here's the thing, the negative ones will contaminate the positive ones if you allow them to mingle with them. Honestly, this is if you are very, very kind to direct them to where the food and the drinks are displayed. At one point, Stella and I will escort them. Thank you for coming. We'll open the door. Send them away. Just send them away. Don't be intimidated doing that. And then those who are getting ready to start, please, this is key. Give them a copy of the what? Building for Profitability document that's actually at mind5days.com. This, if you don't take anything, if you were taking screenshots, this is it. I think when our diamond asked me to train on this, it's all about having packed PBRs. If you want to have packed PBRs, I promise you, if you just follow this, you will not recognize your business. I don't care if you are a diamond or a senior vice president. This right here will grow your business exponentially. So here's the thing. Book a PBR for each new partner once they finish doing what? It's called BAM.
Yes, BAM.
BAM is book. It stands for book a meeting from a meeting. People are not doing it. So you get so excited that somebody got started. What you should be focusing on as soon as they get into the system, the first thing ever is to get a meeting date for them. That is what is going to explode your business. So, okay, let's get a date for your launch. That should be the first thing you should be asking them. So the reason to do a PBR is to book the next wave of what? PBR. Most people are not doing this. You just get excited. Can you imagine if you sign up 5 people and one evening you have 5 people sign up and you have 5 meetings booked for those 5 people? That's how we did 11 PBRs in one day. That's the only way you do it. So be sure your new partners can watch and learn how to do PBRs for their team. So when you have a PBR in an area, don't just go to that new rep by yourself. Invite the rest of your team members to be there with you. This is how this works. Always, always be promoting the what? The next PBR. If you're signing up people and you're not doing PBRs, it means you're not scheduling the PBRs. And as I started out by saying, except you are just here to hang out and have fun with us, honestly, if you have not done the PBR, you don't even have a business. You have not started your business. And I'm a living proof. Your end game is what? To have an army of PBR presenters in action when? Nightly. This is when you know you have arrived. If you have PBRs going on and you are saying 7 days in a week, you have arrived. You have arrived. You can make any type of money you want to make. The team with the most PBRs going on nightly makes what? The most money. So this is action time right now. How many of you right here, right now, know how to host a packed PBR right now? How many of you know how to do it? Well, just a few hands. Let me ask that again. How many of you know how to organize a PBR after this training? Okay. How many of you want to make 2020 your best year ever? Okay, I like that. This is what you want to do if you want to make 2020 your best year. Everybody take out your cell phone right now. Take out your cell phones. I'm watching. Take out your cell phones. Not taking screenshots. Take out your cell phones right now. Text your next PBR date and time to your upline right now. Good. Text it right now. And honestly, do it now. Take out your cell phone. Text your next PBR date to your upline. Even if your upline is not here, text them your next PBR date. How many of you have already done that? 2 people already. Well, if you don't do this, then you are not serious to make 2020 your best year ever. Everybody's hand went up when I asked who wants to make 2020 their best year ever. Leveraging this business, if you want to do that, this is time to take out your cell phone, text your next PBR date and time to your upline. I don't care if you've done a gazillion PBRs. Everybody in here, if you want to grow your business and if you want to grow this company to $1 billion, everybody should be hosting what? A PBR. So at the end of this training by tomorrow, we'll actually tally. Will be announcing those who have actually texted their PBR dates to their online. It's going to be fun. We'll be having a lot of fun and making a lot of money. So again, let's go out there and do some more PBRs and make some more money in 2020. Thank you so much.
Yes, guys, let's give it up for Double Platinum Senior Vice President, Mr. Ian Chebe. So guys, you talked about PBR.